等一下，我怕风大。Mr. Lim Swee Say, in his speech at the Padot Stadium yesterday said, he is not looking to retire now because PM Lee is the one to say when he can go. He said we East Coast team at Padot Stadium 2 days ago attacked him left, right and center. And he said he is not going to attack us because having a debate is not the way to go for Singapore to solve its problems. If we do not debate, is saying yes to high prices of HDB flats a good solution to a shortage of flats we are facing? Is saying yes to having our own CPF control the way the government wants to control when it's our own money a good solution for old age retirement? Is saying yes to 80 ERPs put all over Singapore a good solution to the traffic jams we constantly face? Now, even when it's past 10 p.m., we still have to pay ERP just to go home. Lastly, is saying yes to Minister $1 million salary a good solution to all these problems? No! So, Mr. Lim, don't take it the wrong way. I am not attacking you. I am merely engaging you on the debate so that you can work faster, better, and cheaper. Our manifesto has many detailed proposals to improve the lives of fellow Singaporeans. For housing, we propose new HDB flats to be pegged to median incomes of Singaporean households who qualify to buy them. HDB can always put these new flats under a new class system with stricter rules, such as a longer minimum stay period, or impose a limit to its resale price to buyers who qualify to buy these new class of flats. We should also look to tighten the rules and regulations for PRs to buy HDB flats. They may not live here for the rest of their lives, but we Singaporeans live here our whole lives. On transportation, the high COE prices and all the ERPs have not solved road congestion and traffic jams. And by letting the two transport operators impose fare increases almost yearly, is this the way to encourage us to take public transport? Don't forget that SMRT and SBS Transit are raking in $1 million profits every year. Our various proposals include tighter regulations on fare hikes and service standards. Right now, we are paying more to get into overcrowded trains and buses. We also propose scraping ERP on public buses since the costs are passed to consumers. And as a compassionate society, we should have concession passes for the elderly to include all operating hours. Only after raising the problems commuters have been facing repeatedly, the government has admitted there was a lack of major infrastructural improvements to the public transport system over the last few years, while allowing the human population and vehicle numbers to grow. The government has always boasted that it is a world-class government. Workers' Party do support various initiatives taken by the government, such as IE Singapore to promote local businesses overseas, and workfare income supplement to help low-wage earners. On the other hand, there are also many other policies implemented by them that have not brought about positive outcomes. The government has also made a number of mistakes throughout the years. The mass Selamat escape, the over-budgeted Youth Olympic Games, and the losses incurred not just by Temasek and GIC, but also by the various town councils when they use their funds to buy mini bonds. Accountability is not a Western concept. We want a government that is not arrogant, who understands the meaning of humility and servitude. We want them to acknowledge their mistakes and not blame us for them, or push them or brush them off as unfortunate. We want them to understand that compassion is necessary if you want to grow a strong and cohesive Singapore. I understand many voters in East Coast GRC are wondering, if they vote for me and my team, what can we do for you? In our team, we have Eric Tan, who contested in East Coast GRC in 2006. He was a banker for over 20 years and now managing his own private equity fund. Who other than him can better manage the town council funds? We would probably even be able to cut down on your service and conservancy charges. Gerald Giam, a respectable blogger, has been involved in community service for over 7 years. He has even written a book detailing alternative proposals for Singapore. Peng Eng Huat, who had worked in various companies including NTUC Income and has been a key grassroots helper and organizer in Hougang since 2006. Muhammad Fazli bin Talib, a member of a mosque management board, engages our Malay Muslims community robustly and proactively. And there is me. Let me share with you my personal story. When I graduated in 1999, it was almost unheard of for a fresh graduate to start her own business. I had to do it secretly because my father wanted me to get a safe and stable office job. So I started the business with a little bit of savings from part-time jobs when I was in school and borrowing the rest of the capital needed from supportive friends. And since I have no track record then, I couldn't get much help anywhere else. My level of stress was at an all-time high because failure was not an option for me. I started losing hair, patches of them. I went to the doctor and he gave me 19 injections into my scalp. I won't deny I was crying like a baby by the time he was done. Then I was fortunate the business went well and I was able to sell it off. After which, I decided to go travel and broaden my horizon. So I may not be an academic scholar, but I think I am a pretty strong, smart, and resourceful person. Most importantly, we all have the heart to want to make East Coast GRC and Singapore a much better place. So do you think this team can make good MPs in East Coast GRC? Send this message to every voter you know in East Coast GRC. We are more than capable. Mr. Lim Swee Say at the end of his speech said, "You will not leave East Coast GRC because you haven't found a smarter, better, and more committed opposition team." But I say, don't worry, we are here. To the residents of the East Coast GRC, over the years, we listened to your needs and issues. We have noted the parking problems at the landed property areas, the problem of cleanliness in various HDB blocks, and the inefficiencies of the transport system, especially in Bedok. If we are voted in, we will ensure that you will carry on enjoying relevant additional facilities and trim unnecessary expenses such as repainting and retiling your void deck when there is no need to. We will also keep communication to us open and readily available. Without your mandate, we cannot work to improve East Coast GRC. Without your mandate, we cannot work to improve the level of democracy, as well as the quality of your lives in Singapore. Without your mandate, we run the risk of having the government stay complacent and arrogant. Mr. Raymond Lim said yesterday, by slapping the driver, we will get into an accident and kill all the passengers. Forget about who slaps who. The 8-month bonus given to our $1 million salaried ministers in March is already a slap on our own face. Because we keep voting them in. So in another 5 days, you voters have to make that decision. You voters have to know that if you want your voice to be heard, you voters have to vote Workers' Party in.